Hello, beautiful people. You're welcome to another episode of Strength in Scars. Now, in today's episode, we are going to be finally talking about how to deal with these mistakes. Now, in the past videos, we've talked about the different types of mistakes. We've discussed what mistakes are. But in today's video, finally, I'm going to be telling you how to deal with these mistakes. Now, like I always said in my previous videos, making a mistake is not a problem. The problem is dwelling on it. But if you want to come out of these mistakes and come out of the shame and the guilt and the regret that you've put yourself in for too long, there are ways to deal with it. And it can be very challenging, but it is one step at a time. One step at a time. Don't let anybody deceive you. There are no mistakes that cannot be corrected. Yes, it may have seemed like a very big one, but don't worry, there are ways to deal with them. Now, what is the first step on how to deal with these mistakes? Now, the first step to dealing with these mistakes are: number one, acknowledge and accept that a mistake has been made, be it against you or against yourself. Whether someone made the mistake against you or you made the mistake against yourself, you first of all need to acknowledge and accept that a mistake has been made. You cannot deal with something if you do not acknowledge that this thing exists. You cannot sit on a chair if you do not acknowledge that the chair is there for you to sit on. You cannot deal with your mistake if you cannot acknowledge and accept that a mistake has been made. Now, the second step on how to deal with this mistake is figure out what went wrong and identify the lessons learned. You've accepted that a mistake was made. Now figure out what went wrong. How did it go wrong? Okay, fine. I know that a mistake has been made. What went wrong? How did it get to that point of the mistake being made? Now, if once you figure out what went wrong, what lesson did I learn from that mistake? Like I said, acknowledge and accept. Figure out what went wrong. Then, what lesson did I learn from that mistake? Number three is, now, if your mistake is made against another person, if your mistake affected another person, offer a sincere apology. It may seem like it is impossible to do, but offer a sincere apology. If you committed a mistake against someone that is eating you up, and you know that it was a terrible thing for you to have done, offer a sincere apology. Now, they say sorry fixes everything. Offer a sincere apology. The person might be hurting as well as you, but once an apology has been made, it may not totally erase the fact that a mistake was made, but to an extent it shows that you accept that this thing was made and you are sorry about it. Offer a sincere apology. The next step is, if this mistake was made against yourself, if you made a mistake against yourself, now this is a practical step, because I want you to understand that, like I said, these mistakes cannot only be made against another person. You can make mistakes against yourself. Now, if you made a mistake against yourself, this is a practical step that I want you to take. Sit in front of a mirror. Use the first few steps I mentioned. Acknowledge and accept that you made a mistake against yourself. Figure out what went wrong. Now, what did you learn from that mistake? Now, with all that I have mentioned, apologize to yourself. Tell yourself how sorry you are that you made that mistake. Comfort yourself. Tell yourself, yes, I have made a mistake. I have wronged myself in so many ways. I am sorry. I'm sorry I hurt you. Now, this is you talking to yourself. I'm sorry I hurt you. I'm sorry I made you cry. I'm sorry I made you feel unwanted. I'm sorry I made you feel sad. Talk to yourself. Pour it all out. This is you talking to yourself. This is you. The way you would talk to another person if you offended another person. Talk to yourself that way. Be compassionate with yourself. If you have to cry, cry. Whatever it is you need to do, but make sure you sincerely apologize to yourself. Now, another one is seek support. Now, as scary as it may sound, Even after all of these things have taken place, even after you've taken the first few steps, it may not seem like it's going to work. Seek support. Now, talking to a family member may seem like a very, very difficult thing to do, but it is going to help. Talk to someone you're comfortable with. Talk to someone that you feel comfortable with, someone that you know that doesn't matter what I do, it doesn't matter what I say, this person will never ever judge me. This person loves me unconditionally and will listen to my cries, will cry with me, will laugh with me, will console me, and will help me move. Now, the next step after seeking support is focus on the present. Try to move away from the mistake. You have admitted and acknowledged that you made a mistake, but it is time for you to move away from there. Focus on the present. What is happening around you presently? Who are the people around you presently? Who are the people that you care about presently? Focus on the present. Set new goals. It is one thing to admit and focus on the present, but you need to move forward. You need to move on. Set new goals. Set new timelines for yourself. Give yourself time to develop new abilities, to develop new goals. Work on new things. Another way to help yourself deal with this mistake is treat yourself kindly. Treat yourself kindly. Be kind to yourself. Be loving to yourself. It may not seem like it is possible, but it is one step at a time. Step by step, you will get there. Step by step, you will get there. You don't have to rush it. No, don't rush it. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Now, the next one is write down your feelings. As much as you set a new goal, you're focusing on the present, you're kind to yourself, feelings may still linger. Now, it is okay for these things to linger. Write them down. Write down how you feel. Write down how you're feeling. Do I still feel sad? Do I still feel like it's not working? Write them down. Once you pen them down, then you can deal with them. If you can put your feelings into words and write them down, it is easier to deal with. Then another one is be grateful. Learn to be grateful. Learn to be thankful. Learn to be grateful. Learn to appreciate the little things you have around you. Learn to appreciate the tiny things you have going on around you. Learn to appreciate the big ones, the little ones. Learn to appreciate the people around you. Be grateful to them. Be grateful for having them around you. Be thankful for having them around you. Be thankful for the things you have. Mistakes have been made, no problem, but be thankful for the things you have presently. Be grateful for this thing. Now, the last step on how to deal with mistakes is learn to love yourself. Love from the little fingers on your hand to the hair on your head, to your beautiful face, to your beautiful body, to your beautiful height, to the flaps in your tummy, to the stretch marks on your... Learn to love yourself. It is just as simple as that. Nobody can love you more than you do. If you do not love yourself, nobody can love you that way. Learn to love yourself. Appreciate yourself for who you are, for your uniqueness, for your flaws, for everything that makes you you as a person. Love yourself. Take tiny steps to loving yourself. Take tiny steps to learning to understand yourself as a person. Take tiny steps to learning to accept your flaws and your mistake. You are a person with flaws. No human being is perfect. No human is perfect. You are a flawed person. Accept yourself the way you are and love yourself the way you are. Nobody can love you better than you do. Now, if you can take these steps, these tiny steps, one at a time, like I said, do not rush it. Do not rush it. Take it slowly, one step at a time. If you can take these steps, I believe you can help yourself deal with whatever mistake that you've made in the past or whatever mistake was made against you. always remember that there are no mistakes that cannot be forgiven. There are no scars that cannot be healed. These steps have helped me grow as a person, and I believe they will help you grow. Just like I said, it may take a while for you to see the progress, but who cares? You're making efforts, you're making progress. It may take a while, but over the next few months, when you sit back and you look at it, you realize that, oh, I'm no longer the person I used to be before. I am better. I am bigger. I have grown. I have built my self-esteem. I am a more beautiful person. I appreciate myself more. I appreciate the people around me more. If you can take these steps, I believe they will help you grow. They will help you move on. They will help you move forward. Now, if you love discussions like this, we still have so many other things to discuss, but this is going to be ending our series on mistakes. In our next video, we're going to be talking about a new topic, something very interesting as well. Now, if you love discussions like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and please share with someone. Share with someone. You don't know whose life you're blessing. You don't know whose life you're touching. Or please share with someone. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Let us know other steps that you took as a person that helped you grow and learn from your mistake, that helped you move on from your mistake. But like I said, this is a safe place. We are not judging anybody here. What we did, everything we discussed was to help us understand and deal with whatever it is that we are going through. Whatever we're going to discuss in the future is also to help us understand and deal with whatever it is we're going through. I love you always. Please share this with someone. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Comment. Leave a comment. Turn on the notification bell, and I will see you in the next video. I love you always. Do take care of yourself.